This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park was first published in 2010. It is a short novel that tells the true story of Salvador. It also tells the imaginary story of Naya, a young village girl who is a part of the Newer tribe. In this book, the setting, being a desert, influences the various characters, plot, and mood throughout the story. Through this book, the author attempts to support DUT's program, Water for South Sudan, as he portrays Salva and Naya's numerous obstacles in their survival. This includes a lack of clean water, escape from war, and crossing the Gila River. Discussion. A Long Walk to Water is primarily based on two stories that the author weaves together very skillfully. Each chapter has two separate storylines narrated by a third-person limited narrator. The first story is of Naya, a girl from Sudan, and the second story is of Salva, a Sudanese boy. Salva Dut's story begins in the 1980s and continues into the 2000s, and Naya's story covers the time period between 2008 and 2009. This book's overall tone and mood are sympathetic since one can see the hardships of walking all day for just a tiny amount of water in the heat and dryness of the desert. The central conflict in this book is man versus nature. Salva has to walk through dangerous terrain to reach safety, and he has to walk to Ethiopia and then to Kenya. Despite missing his family, Salva shows that he can remain strong, brave, and persevere through hardship. There is also a conflict between man versus man in the dorm of a civil war, which is the cause of Salva's fleeing to Ethiopia. Initially, the war causes him to flee his village, thus leaving his family behind. He does not know what happened to his family until later in life when he learns that his family actually survived the attack on that fateful day. Naya's central conflict is also man versus nature revolves around water for Naya's life. However, the water available to her and those in her village can potentially be dangerous. To Naya, water represents both life and death, for they must have water to survive, but the water can also kill them. The story of Naya and Salva converge in the novel's final chapters, though the reader is not initially aware of this until the very end. The novel has different groups, namely the Dinka and the Newer. Slava is a Dinka and Naya is a Newer. At times, fighting emerges between the two groups, but they become united by a common need, water. Salva formed a company, Water for Sudan, which will be crucial in bringing water wells to the villages in southern Sudan. This will forever change Naya's life, including the lives of those around her. Conclusion. Conclusively, Naya and other Newer tribal members were strong individuals who benefited from foreign aid helped to survive in their region. For example, Naya's ability to deal with difficult circumstances personally and provide her family with the needed resources proves she is a strong and brave individual. Additionally, it can be seen that the medical assistance from foreign aid agencies and the implementation of the clean water well from Salva's Foundation have enabled Naya and her people to survive the problematic surroundings in Sudan. If you want to find more works like this report on A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.